Ubisoft. They've been in the news a lot lately, and not what they're actually used to being in the news for. With the looks of the company either being completely reshaped or sold to new ownership very soon, we could very well be at the end of an era for these Frenchies, and it's got me feeling so many different emotions. Mainly happy ones, because I'm pretty sure Ubisoft gave me depression 5 years ago, but that's another conversation. There was a time when Ubisoft could actually put out good games, and it's this era of the company that I have those rose-tinted glasses for. Perhaps, controversially, these rose tints are wide enough to also cover the original Watch Dogs, a game that people tend to not be too high on from what I've seen. So while Ubisoft is busy breaking Duke Nukem's development record, I thought it would be a great time to take those rose-tinted glasses off, have a fresh 2025 look at the original Watch Dogs more than a decade after its release, to see if it was just me being a young, dumb 13-year-old, or if the debut hacktivist experience is, well, secretly gold. We open up the game with a man walking into a hotel lobby, getting into an argument over the phone.
I'm shutting down now.
Don't you touch a thing. What the hell is that?
We need to abort.
We are not done. Help me.
Damien, it's over. I'm disconnecting.
Because hacker things and then running away like a scared little girl. We then cut to the death of an actual little girl, a title card, and a white man beating the shit out of a Hispanic dude in a sports locker room. Now that Aiden's Hispanic assault is over, we get our favorite himbo, Jordy.
Where the hell you been?
What? He's talking to me.
I'm assuming he's a himbo, look at that face. Jordy, in his ever-loving intelligence.
Come on, you're not just a little interested in my phone call.
All right, fine. Tell me about your phone call.
Glad you asked. Okay, we got a bunch of dead bodies, right? We got 40,000 people above us. We need a distraction. I called the cops.
Calls the police. Oh, and gangsters.
Arrive, and Maurice's little band of brothers arrive, and pow, 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 pow.
Jordy, tell me you're joking.
No, I called them too.
Which, as you can see by all the corpses, is a great idea.
Punctual cops.
And with punctual cops, we need to sneak out of here as inconspicuously as possible so not to upset the thin blue line.
Somebody check out the alley. Squad, it's not visual on the suspect.
The cops then magically know you're suspicious in a random car Jordy gives us, so we need to be stealthy and avoid patrol cars and blockades to leave the search area and get to our hideout for some much needed Aiden sleep.
Suspect car. We're calling.
I needed this bad.
Look at that guy! That's what I'm talking about.
Drive where?
Anywhere.
I don't want to go anywhere. I want to go to Pawnee.
Okay, you're the boss. We'll go to Pawnee.
After a dream about child murder, I chased and murdered a black man with a learning disability because the game said so. Before arriving fashionably late to a 10-year-old's birthday party because Aiden has some questionable life choices.
10. No, I think you're 9. I'm 10. 9. 10. 9. 10. Well, in that case, you deserve 10 birthday tickles.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. 10.
10. Stay here for a second. So,
We then eavesdrop on his sister's private phone call.
but the police won't find it very... Listen, the police can trace this call.
I know where you live. How are the locks on those doors?
Run a crank caller off the road and out of life.
I overreacted. You just make me so crazy sometimes. Come on back, okay? I promise I won't freak out on you. Aiden? You're going after that creep, aren't you?
Well,
You're doing it right now. I can't believe you.
I robbed a store after I accidentally pulled my gun out on him.
Hacker group DedSec. When asked about security changes, Bloom spokeswoman Charlotte Gardner was
Whoops. Shot up a construction site, stole some data while my capture card decided to have a stroke. Fixed the stroking capture card, shot a bald dude in the head,
there you are.
and did a hack on a glass roof because forced multiplayer. All this before being the world's best getaway driver.
Oh man, the cops came out of nowhere. This is bad. Just follow the route and keep an eye out. The cops are still searching.
Your route's gonna get us killed. Sit back and keep quiet.
Just stick to the plan. I know what I'm doing.
That how your buddy wound up dead? Keep your head down.
Squad, we're gonna work the alleys and see if we can flush them out.
Copy that. All surrounding bridges are still up except the well. You've got support inbound on the well.
So come on, what's the plan? Talk to me.
You need to calm down. They got the island locked up. We'll stick to the back alleys, garages, keep out of sight. If you see me kill the engine and cut the lights, you keep quiet. Just be an old parked car. Understand?
Yeah. Okay. Shit, my hands won't stop shaking. You ever seen a guy shot in the guts before?
2 men.
Oh, fuck, man. They said you were good. You did it!
But you're actually a getaway driver for a burglary turned shootout turned murder for the Chicago mob, and this old dude who looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
Get a chance to talk to your mama? Call your friends? Your girl?
Well, sir, I was in a hurry.
That's good. Very good.
Mr. Quinn, oh!
You can tell your employer I'll call again.
As soon as that's over though, our mystery support system, Bad Boy 17, asked to meet, reveals themselves as a 20-something old lady who gives Aiden a new phone upgrade, and they sass each other until they're done. And Aiden apologizes because he's a little bit schizophrenic.
A reason to trust you.
Alright. The guy sent the text. How do we find him?
We work together. You with everything I just said. Me tracking his signal.
You're not quite what I expected.
And you're exactly as I expected, Aiden.
In the bad boy or Clara?
Let's make it easy. Voila. So we need to track your caller. But he's sneaky. He's bounced his address through a CTOS office tower. Client services, employees, and executives, things like that.
An office tower?
We need to find a way into the system. You get me in, I get you his location.
I can get into the building where they're most vulnerable. Check out where they take deliveries.
Looks like underground, in the tunnel.
I'll start there. Hey, I'm sorry I was rough before.
I know what you were doing, trying to intimidate me. Very textbook. Stepping into my personal space, the stare, physical contact. You're trying to look for cracks. So did you find any?
Wouldn't you love to know?
And that's the opening salvo to the original Watch Dogs. It's not all of the first act of missions. We do meet Damien again, the guy from the opening. There's a prison set piece and some more hacking. But I do feel like the groundworks for the main story of the game are really set out after you're done meeting Clara. While the game suffers from some of the errors Ubisoft-isms, like using a bulk of main missions to introduce side content, some repetition of mission structure, and insta-fail stealth sections, Watch Dogs is in my opinion still a strong story to go through. Aiden as a character is engaging, albeit sounding like he smokes 70 a day. His motivation and hesitance because of that are very clearly given to the player and able to be understood. He's got a loving but complicated relationship with his sister, who seemingly doesn't know why he's so bent on being a hero, even though it should be pretty fucking obvious. Released in a point in time where every new title was about a gruff 30-something with brown hair hell-bent on revenge, I definitely feel hurt the game's presentation at the time, alongside the visual downgrades on release and performance issues on the PC version. But if you can ignore how the demos made the game look versus the actual game, or just mod your now fixed PC version to the point where it looks better than that, and are happy to play through a more somber story like Aiden's, the original Watch Dogs definitely fills the requirements to be a title that is secretly gold.